What's up guys, this is Scher talking. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. And I'm here to talk about why I have not been releasing so many videos and live streams as of lately. And right on start, I am not ending this channel. It's actually coming back, but I want to explain what's been happening behind the scenes. Well, past year we had a big problem. Romancing Saga Universe received end of service announcement, and we were not really expecting that because they were just releasing Romancing Saga 2 remake, and it seemed like Square Enix was trying to keep the game alive to keep it popular for the Western audiences, but they just were not having enough revenue, I believe. And although many of my subs would say that they would stay watching my new content, it was only natural that many would just quit the channel because I needed to shift focus. And some of these players would play different gacha games, and there was not easy answer to keep the community alive. I tried to release JRPG news that worked well for some videos, not as much for some others. And I tried to cover other gacha games as well, like for example, Disney Pixel RPG, that seemed good at first, but then it was just really trash. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, then Ethereal Restart, and eventually Persona 5 The Phantom X. I released content on this channel and on the secondary channel as well. And the numbers were just good for the first days. And that is not great. It leads to anxiety, because I start to think it may happen again. These games may die, and I won't be able to keep the channel running. I also have imposter syndrome, because I never believe that much in my own content. Yes, although part of my brain says, you can do very nice stuff, there is another side that fights the first side that says, you are not good enough. And the reason is because you are competing with many other content creators, and I do watch content and I know how good stuff can be. So I try to inspire myself. I still try to create something that is unique, but at this point I have not been able to create something that was atemporal, that could last even if something happens. So, when I was playing Ethereal Restart some weeks ago, there was this event that was Double Drop Weekend that allowed you to get double drops for the weekend, of course. And in that game, resources are more important than having gens. So it was advisable to spend gens to get stamina and grind resources. And I remember playing for 8 hours straight. And I was thinking about making content based on the resources I got. At the same time, I felt like it was hard to give advice, because in that game, having the resources were kind of a requirement. It would be hard to explain just how to use a character without having the actual equipment needed to get that character running in the specific way. And I started to feel a little burnout from gacha games, and I remember also not feeling as much joy from playing video games as a whole. And I needed to take a step back and rethink everything, because I was just not happy. And that's happening for some time, actually. I remember playing Clair Obscur. Expedition 33 was very fun, and I had a very good time on live streams with everyone else. But apart from that experience in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at some points, I felt like a lot of my time was being used for something that could just die again. And it was not enough to make a career. So I had to keep working in different things as well, because the channel was not surviving by itself. I reduced the monthly goal, and even then we could not meet the monthly goal for some time. So I did some jobs for IT. There's this company that sometimes call me, and there's also clients that I have around where I live. And I also started selling and reselling things via e-commerce. And many times that was also distracting myself because I could not focus on a single thing. And that got me more and more tired and confused about everything. And when I felt burnout, I was at the peak of my anxiety, and I knew I would have to make new plans. So it's not easy to take such a big step forward because, like I just said, I have imposter syndrome. I will have days where I won't feel like I can finish a video, like this video here that you are watching now. I probably recorded more than 20 times. So I'll have to fight my insecurity. But that's not something I haven't done before. So right now I have to be better for myself to keep the dream of my channel alive. So I will have to ask for your guys' help. Tomorrow I'll be streaming Lunar Remastered Collection, and I will be streaming 5 days a week. I will get back into releasing JRPG news, and I'll stop completely with gachas for a while. The next step will be making tier videos, but in a different channel. When I get the video done, I will post in the community section and show where you can watch, but that's not something I can do yet. So sorry about my absence. I need to take a step back. I never had a real vacation in the past 5 to 6 years, so I think I needed to cleanse my mind and not even play video games for some days to see if I could find joy again and what were the new plans. And I guess I have something figured out, but not fully. I just really need to start creating content again. And we'll learn as we go. That's my motto. I have always been like this. And may I count on you. If you want to support the channel, you know how to do it. Watch the videos, join the live streams, become a member, or help with the monthly goal. And thank you so much, and sorry for worrying you all. See you soon in the next video or live stream. Goodbye.